And then we move on to the NCC-1701.
Now here's the true beauty of the series. I will always love this ship, probably beyond all others, but you never forget your first love, you know?
No, you're right. Well, I mean, just think about how much Star Trek, both past and present, have taken place on the Enterprise. So,
yeah. Well, and you look, this thing has even when they get away from it, they are still paying homage to the design of this ship. You know, the kind of tuning fork engines, the large saucer sections. You know, it's still one that's kind of referenced in most of their designs. So, yeah. And I mean, to be fair, like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's just because I've seen the ship literally my whole life. It always seems like, you know, once we get to a position here on Earth where we have basically space shipyards, like it wouldn't, like I could see a ship like this being built. Yeah.
Like this doesn't seem like out of the realm of, it doesn't seem like out of the realm of possibility for a reality-based ship.
Yeah. Let's see here. So, chronologically, this first appears now in the Star Trek Strange New Worlds or Discovery, depending on how you want to, label those out.
Yeah.
It covers the original TOS series plus the first 3 Star Trek films. And this ship has 5 captains that we know. Robert April, who oversaw its construction. Christopher Pike, who, of course, we know is the first pilot in then Strange New Worlds. Who would then pass the ship to James T. Kirk. When he was promoted to Admiral, William Decker becomes captain. And then finally, by the Wrath of Khan, it is moved to a training ship, and now Spock is captain of the ship.
Yeah, that was actually interesting that they did that. Again, this is something grounded in real life. We take some of the older submarines and kind of do that with them, make them into training boats. Some of them, anyway. So, yeah, it was kind of cool the way they did that and how it kind of mirrors real life.
It was kind of an interesting thought. I remember as a kid seeing that, and you're like, finally, Spock gets his own ship. It's about time. It was a Constitution class, and it was built in the shipyards in San Francisco. Gene Roddenberry always loved to reference San Francisco. And, of course, if you really wanted to get into it, if you were to try to list off all the notable missions and crew members of that ship over its time, I think there'd be too many to really sit down and reasonably do in a short amount of time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Of course, that ship was destroyed over the Genesis planet in Star Trek III, The Search for Spock.
Oh, yeah.
And then after being court-martialed or put on trial or whatever it was, Kirk is taken from Admiral and demoted back to Captain and then given his own ship again because, he just saved the universe again.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of thing would not happen in modern times in the real world. Usually when an officer that high rank messes up that bad, they force him to retire.
It's retirement, yeah.
Yeah, they don't demote him back to being able to captain a ship.
Yeah, what's the job you really want now that you've stolen a ship and, gone against every order you've been given?